September 23rd, 2025. Russian soldiers, trying to hide from drones under a tree, failed to notice the drone approaching from behind. As a result, the Russian soldiers became the drone's target. In these interesting images, a Russian soldier targeted by a Ukrainian FPV drone paid no attention to the drone. The Russian soldier just sat and waited, talking to his comrades. In the Pokrovsk direction, the Ukrainian Tureta unit of the Flying Skull Battalion carried out a precise FPV drone strike against a Russian truck transporting soldiers on its open back. The drone closed in rapidly, giving the troops no time to react. Several Russian armored vehicles, light transport trucks, artillery systems, and even reconnaissance UAVs were destroyed in a single operation by Ukraine's 414th UAV Brigade, known as the Birds of Magyar. Using precision FPV drones, the brigade systematically hunted down targets, leaving Russian forces with no chance to regroup or recover. This strike not only inflicted heavy material losses, but also demonstrated once again how Ukraine's drone warfare is reshaping the battlefield. The Russian soldier trying to escape from the drone, rapidly approaching him in open terrain, failed to avoid being targeted. Imagine a FPV drone rapidly approaching you. This is exactly the helplessness that this Russian soldier experienced. Realizing he couldn't escape the drone, he simply waited. This time, 2 Russian soldiers were captured in the same area. They are trying to escape from the drone quickly, but when one of the soldiers fell to the ground, he became the drone's direct target. The Russian soldier is running toward the hangar, but he gets badly caught by the drone behind him. A Russian soldier is in the crosshairs of a Ukrainian FPV drone. The soldier hid behind a tree, thinking the drone couldn't see him. The Russian soldier did not survive. A Ukrainian Su-27 fighter jet carried out a high-precision strike with an aerial bomb, likely a GBU-62 JDAM-ER, on the location of drone operators and a battalion command post that was located in a basement. City of Oleshki, Kherson region. The Russian soldier riding an ATV became the drone's target without realizing what was happening. The Russian soldier on the motorcycle shared the same fate. Another Russian soldier was caught moving alone. Similarly, the FPV drone became the drone's target. Land and air blockade of Oleksivka, Sumy region. Ukrainian operators of the Pentagon unit of the 225th Assault Regiment eliminated 2 Russian Molniya UAVs in the sky over the northern area of this village. Ukrainian forces continue their FPV drone operations even after nightfall, taking full advantage of advanced thermal imaging systems. In the darkness, Russian infantry believe they can move undetected. But the drones see everything. Every heat signature becomes a target, from soldiers trying to relocate across open terrain to small groups attempting to hide in trenches. The night sky, once thought to offer protection, now belongs to Ukraine's drone operators. Near the settlement of Yampolivka in the Donetsk region, one of Russia's most advanced armored vehicles, the T-90M tank, was destroyed. The 64th Mechanized Battalion first targeted and destroyed the garage concealing the tank, forcing it into the open. Then, a series of FPV drone strikes began. Known for its thick armor and advanced protection systems, the T-90M could not be taken down with a single hit. With consecutive FPV drone strikes, the Russian tank could no longer withstand the pressure. On September 21st, 2025, in the Crimean territories temporarily under Russian control, masters of the Ukrainian Defense Ministry's GUR Special Unit Primary shot down 2 Russian anti-submarine amphibious aircraft B-12 Chaika. Drone operators from Ukraine's UAV team, working in cooperation with Special Operations Assault Units, identified Russian military depots in the Kursk Oblast, used by the 800 10th Guards Naval Infantry Brigade. For some time, Ukrainian drones monitored the movement of Russian soldiers before launching the strike. Once the locations of the depots were confirmed, they were destroyed one by one. This large-scale, coordinated operation inflicted serious damage on Russian forces, demonstrating once again how precision drone warfare can dismantle critical enemy infrastructure deep behind the front lines. The 63rd Separate Mechanized Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine launched a large-scale FPV drone operation on the front line. Starting on the morning of September 23rd, the strike campaign targeted Russian infantry one by one. Across hundreds of kilometers of front lines, Russian positions and movements were systematically hit by drones. Russian troops now try to avoid massing together, moving in scattered formations to reduce the risk of being wiped out in a single strike. Yet even this tactic is proving ineffective. Ukraine's rapidly growing domestic drone production capacity allows commanders to send a deadly FPV drone for virtually every individual soldier. Even those hiding inside houses find no escape. The drones see everything. This operation underscores a grim reality. On today's battlefield, not only tanks, armored vehicles, or artillery are at risk. Even a lone soldier has nowhere safe to hide. The Ukrainian Signum Brigade did not let the Russian logistics routes in the Unrivka region go unnoticed. It destroyed a Russian armored vehicle carrying ammunition with a drone. In the same region, they found and destroyed ammunition crates hidden in the area during the ongoing operation. Russian forces are facing major logistical problems at the front. Vehicles sent to deliver food and ammunition reinforcements are unable to reach the area. They all become targets for FPV drones. A Ukrainian heavy drone struck directly into a Russian dugout, delivering a precise bomb that devastated enemy troops and equipment. The Vartovy UAS battalion of the 36th Marine Brigade carried out the operation in the Kostiantynivka direction of Donetsk region. Among the destroyed assets was a rare Russian Mini-M LRS, along with soldiers and supplies hidden in fortified positions. This strike highlights how Ukrainian drone units continue to deny Russian forces safe shelter anywhere on the battlefield, even in their underground dugouts. Here again are Russian soldiers targeted by a drone in open terrain. This time, it was another underground Russian shelter. Russian soldiers were spotted entering the shelter. Shortly after, a kamikaze drone sent by Ukraine completely destroyed the Russian position. 2 Ukrainian attack fighters ambushed a group of 8 Russian infantrymen. When the Russians were attacked with RPGs, they immediately fled to the ruins. However, thanks to UAV support, the Russian infantrymen were hit by drone strikes where they were hiding. None of the Russian soldiers survived. As of September 23, 2025, the Russia-Ukraine war, now in its 4th year, continues to devastate Ukraine while isolating Russia globally. Russian forces occupy roughly 20% of Ukrainian territory, focusing their efforts on the eastern Donbas region, particularly around Pokrovsk and Dobropilya. In recent weeks, Russia has made slow but steady territorial gains, capturing small towns like Kurakov and Velika Novosilka, though at a high cost in casualties. Ukraine's military is struggling with dwindling ammunition, recruitment challenges, and reported desertions, with over 100,000 cases investigated by late 2024.